it's been an interesting weekend, sports-wise.
Yes.
Kind of quiet. We're waiting on Thursday for the beginning of the NBA finals. I can't wait for that. We're going to be going in hard on that one, man. There's a lot of things happening. But the WNBA was in rare form this weekend. I mean, in rare form, there's a situation where apparently the Indiana Fever, and we all know who that is. I mean, it's Caitlin Clark and her crew.
One of the worst teams in the league.
Yeah, they're not that good. But they're must-see. But they're must-see TV.
Must-see TV. That's a great way to put it.
Because of Caitlin Clark. And you got me paying attention to it. I'm like, man, what time they come on? My mom be checking them out, too.
Is she checking them out?
Oh, my goodness, man. And the team, what team did they play against? Remind me. What team they played against? It was.
With Reese?
Yes, that's right.
Chicago
Sky. It's
Sky.
Chicago Sky. This, matter of fact, I'm sorry. This was the anticipated match between the two college stars, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Also, it was the first game back for first game of the WNBA for
Cardoza.
Yep, that's right. And she played good. She's gonna be tough.
She's gonna be really good.
Angel Reese gonna be tough too, but
she didn't have a good game.
But she don't shoot enough. She be right down underneath the basket and passing it out to everybody. But during this game, that's the incident that happened because Caitlin Clark was. I think Caitlin had double digits. She was balling out a little bit, and I think obviously there's a scenario going in the WNBA where Caitlin's getting a lot of attention, Pam. Everybody's focused on her. She's making more money than anybody probably in the WNBA. As a rookie, she only played like 10 games.
And not having to step a foot in another country.
Right, exactly. But she can play. And I mean, she's talented. She got to improve in turnovers and things, but she's going to be okay. But apparently, towards the end of the game, the Chicago Sky's guard, what's her name again?
Is her name Chennedy Carter?
Chennedy Carter. Kind of caught up, kind of stole on a little bit. Kind of bumped her when it was unnecessary. Ball was even nowhere near her. Just kind of like a cheap shot. And originally they called a foul. And then after the game, they upgraded to a flagrant one, I think it was,
yes,
right?
Yes, flagrant one.
Yeah. But the game's been physical. Even Diana Taurasi told her, hey, the WNBA is going to be real physical when you come in the WNBA.
Right.
And so a lot of physical activity has been going on, right?
Yeah, and interesting enough, earlier in the week, well, toward the end of last week, Caitlin had talked about the fact that she was getting hit so much. So she just said that she was frustrated about the missed calls.
Right.
And she had a quote say, I feel like I'm getting hammered. And coming off of that, then this happens.
Yeah.
So it's that sequence. So she was complaining.
I
feel like I'm being hammered. They're not calling it. And then the very next big game, then this happens to her.
So, but you can't have it both ways because I seen her even a tic-tac foul and she like somebody shot her or something like that. So you can't have it both ways. I mean, but in fairness to the cheap shot, that's a cheap shot.
That was, yes.
And but here's Caitlin Clark on the physical foul by Chennedy Carter.
We saw the play in the third quarter where Carter kind of decked you. How do you respond to that and stay within yourself when maybe you weren't expecting that?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it, but I think it's just like, just respond, come down, let your play do the talking. It is what it is. It's a physical game. Go make the free throw and then execute on offense. And I feel like that's kind of what we did, but, you know, it is what it is, I guess. I don't know.
Wow. It is what it is. So they asked generally about the physical foul she committed, and this is what she had to say or didn't say. Let's take a listen.
Right.
Kennedy, on the play before bumping in with Caitlin, it seemed like she turned to you a little bit after the Fever
I
score.
didn't answer no Caitlin Clark questions.
Did she say anything to you?
I don't know what she said.
What'd you say to her?
I didn't say anything.
That's enough.
No, really? That's what we're doing?
Yeah. And they say she did say something to Caitlin Clark. She called her a name. That starts with a B.
Who called who a name?
Chennedy, when she hit her.
She
Wow. Knocked her to the ground. That's what. That's rumored.
I kind of like the Even on the men's side, when they kind of get a little physical, I personally like that. But people, oh my god, people about to go crazy because of that.
You want to see women fight?
Men love to see women fight.
Exactly. I was waiting for you to say that. I was waiting for you to say that out loud.
That's no secret. We love to see women fight.
Yeah. But do you feel like I was just reading some of the things on X that people were saying, and they're saying that some of this is jealousy?
Yeah, it is jealousy. I think so. I think it's jealousy. I think they she's being protected because of that. And to be honest with you, Michael was the same way, but later on, not his freshman year, his rookie year, because they were just tight. They were tightening him up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But as it got old, because Michael was so important for the league, just as Caitlin, she's very important to the WNBA. But you, that's a fine line now. You can't be treating her totally special.
Right.
That it just makes no sense.
That's true. I mean, you also have to recognize, we're not in that position, but how much she has upgraded them individually from,
Absolutely.
flying. Somebody said that before Caitlin, you were flying with Southwest. I saw that on X. But it's having the eyeballs now that are now watching you, more sponsors, things like that. So she's definitely helped the league, but you can see some of the jealousy. It's hilarious.
Oh wow, what happened?
I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
On the other screen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go. So, you don't think it's jealousy?
Oh, yeah, I definitely.
Oh, okay.
You saw the way she hit her.
Okay. Well, here's Monica Manette on if players are taking it too far with Caitlin Clark.
This conversation is quite nauseating at this point because it is absolutely, hey, Rook, welcome to this league. Like the only special treatment are all, granted, I'll give her credit, the new eyeballs that she's brought to this league that want to see her be treated like a ballerina, but that's not it, y'all. And I think to act as if Caitlin is not a competitor and as if she don't be craftily figuring out ways to get her shots in, like, what are we talking about? And so I think this conversation is, in my mind, teetering heavily on disrespecting the game, both Caitlin's individual game, in my mind, and the rest of these women in the league. Because competition, y'all, when has that ever looked like a Broadway performance? You're competing.
Wow.
Uh-oh. Not what I expected to hear. Not what I expected to hear. So that's interesting. What do you think about it? She's like, hey, get with it. That's the way it is.
Yeah, I mean, it is part of the game. Now, one interesting thing, Reese. So when you talk about, individual performance, Caitlin, she played okay. She didn't have her best on 11 points, but Reese did not have her best game at all. And I guess the hype of playing, the first game against Caitlin, that she refused interviews, so she didn't talk to the media. So
Reese didn't do an interview.
So she was fined $1,000.
These women, it's getting serious like out here, man.
She's like, okay, I'm not talking to you. So unlike Chennedy that just decided what she would talk about and what she wouldn't, Reese just didn't come out. So she was fined $1,000 for missing the media. This is getting post game interview.
This is getting juicy, man. I like I say, fight. That's
crazy. That is crazy.
I tell you, what's really interesting. I mentioned Michael Jordan, right? Mm-hmm. And here's Gabe Nizel and Courtney Cronin comparing the Jordan rules to what is happening with Caitlin Clark. Let's take a listen.
What did the Detroit Pistons do back in the 80s and early 90s? They had the Jordan rules, which were what? Physicality rules.
Beat the crap out of Michael Jordan. Correct. Because that's the only way you can beat him. And that's kind of what it feels like teams right now are doing to not just Caitlin Clark, but other rookies in the NBA, in the WNBA, Angel Reese included.
100%. Because guess what? At the WNBA level, it's a little more physical than it was at the college level. And it's going to take these women a little bit of time, just like it does in any other sport, to adjust to that physicality. So right now, you're going to be physical with Caitlin Clark. Now, this crossed the line. You went too far if you're Chennedy Carter. And that's the conversation that we can have.
Wow. Your comments on that.
Went too far.
They went too far. Caitlin Clark and Chennedy Carter confrontation?
Ain't nothing to see, man.
What our co-host saying? Did they say anything about the Pam, or they just letting it go? What did they say?
Yeah, so Hank says, I think they need this and it helps attract new fans. Jordan got beat up by my Pistons.
They sure
and
did.
Knicks. He said helped his game and brought more fans. Let's see. Randall says, good morning, fam. Oh, Hank also says Angel getting beat up also.
Yeah, like a couple of games prior to that, she got knocked on the forehead, head hit the floor. Yeah,
Lady V is back. VV says, good morning. And she says, get with it, Caitlin.
Damn. That's what Monica pretty much said.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what Monica said.
Caitlin, don't be crying now. Go, look, you gotta take this. You gotta take this.
I'm just disappointed that she didn't have any teammates.
To Pam's point, yeah.
They don't know. They all in shot. There's no first of all, there's no real veterans on that team. So they all young too. They all like, I ain't going over there. I don't want none of that smoke. I don't want none either. So until they all figure out if we want to fight back, you gonna all continue to get the brakes beat off of you. That's what's going to happen.
Wow.
That's man, could you imagine though in the NBA if we took a quarter of the teams out, just say 10 teams in the NBA. I think it's 10. Yeah, 10 teams in the NBA. You just take them out. You just, they don't exist anymore. All of that talent has to go somewhere else. It's going to be some people unemployed in the NBA.
Well, yeah, you're right.
It's going to be some unemployed people. And look, it's going to get a little testy. All them open shots you used to get, I get that's going to shut down. Because first day they say, man, look, we cool, man. I know we went to school together, but, bro, you got to take this. Because, either I shut you down, and keep my spot on this team that I'm on.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Or I let you shine. I mean, either way, don't take this personal. Don't take this personal. We're going to have to fight for this. That's all this is. All this is, it's really, you see how tight it is in the WNBA. And look, spots are extremely limited.
That's true. Very.
And you not out there trying to let somebody shine because she's America's darling for the week.
No, she's American darling for the season.
For the season. Yeah,
I would be shocked. Well, first of all, she's going to be Rookie of the Year. We know this. Even
Absolutely.
though there's some other rookies whose numbers are better.
Yeah, but I think yesterday or day before, she only had like 3 or 4.
But the fact, and they're showing on ESPN now, but the fact that she's Caitlin Clark, she's going to be.
Well, we all know these season awards, how they are.
And I was watching
popularity contest.
Yeah, of course.
Exactly.
I watched the Indiana
That's
Fever yesterday playing up against the New York Liberty, and New York Liberty was up by 30. I mean, it's like, and she had
3 points.
It was a worst game, since she's been in the WNBA. But they're coming off a back-to-back though, because they had played Chicago the night before. Then the
You're making a lot of excuses.
Huh?
It's professional. You play today, you play tomorrow.
I mean, I ain't bad. Wow, man. Woo. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying.
Wow.
And then there's that. and then there's that.
Apparently,
you get paid.
Man said, what? I tell you what. Call me on Tuesday and tell me if that's how you feel.
I mean, but it was a cheap shot, and I think people are really. They're like somebody said that she should get suspended from the game off of that.
No.
Seriously?
No. Hank says he agrees that it was a cheap shot, shouldn't happen, but Charles Oakley hip check is always fun.
Yeah, you got to do that in the Florida game. Not when they're taking the ball out of bounds. I mean, who does that?
Sometimes it gets how it is. Sometimes I get the best of you.
Reese said sometimes you snap.
No, I ain't gonna lie.
Sometimes you swing on somebody.
I've been in situations before wearing me out, talking junk to me. I had to swing. We had the box.
Hey.
I'm just telling you.
It's something about that 4-3 in your face. It take you there.
Then everybody say, woo, they talking junk to you.
Take you there.
Hey, I mean, sometimes you say, man, the hell with this.
Because they don't remember the reason why you're doing it, and that happened like 5 minutes ago. Or
what happens is that one when you say, they drop one. So, man, get up on it. Okay, drop another one. Come on, man. He got back. I got it. And then he put one in your face. He said, okay. Then in your mind, you say, I'm going to DM him. I'm going to DM him. And you all up in the grill. I mean, you as close as you can be. You in his shirt. and he still bust you right in the face.
Hey, bro.
So then when you take the ball out.
Then you go bust it right in the face.
I know y'all think a lot with these crazy stories, though. We up in the old gym at Alabama A&M, right? We in the old gym. I'm checking the guy named Radar. Now, Radar played basketball for A&M. He ended up playing, being drafted by the Lakers. But hold up, Radar was killing me. Then my roommate, K, may rest in peace. Man, you get on him. You check him. So K got on, he dropped him again. Then I went back on Radar. He dropped like 8 on him in a row. I snapped. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because everybody in the gym talking junk.
Right.
I just snapped.
And what'd you do?
Well, I snapped. That's all I got to say. I tried to run right out to that damn wall and lay up. I said, that's the last time you're going to be dropping eight jumpers on me. Because I'm a football player.
Did you get thrown out?
No, I'm a football player. No, but, Radar hit by 8 jumpers in a row.
Radar. I used to go to a club called Radar.
Hey, true story, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, man. You know what I'm talking about.
I was playing intramural leagues in D.C. Okay, I mean, he was long range too. I couldn't even get to him. I said, wait a minute. So look, I was like, okay, I know what I'm doing. Hey, look, I started sending pics. Nobody was even asking for a pic.
Oh God. That's not nice.
No, what?
I was thinking about out of bounds.
These are real stories. They happen, pal.
I see.
I was thinking about out of bounds, half court.
I didn't take nobody out. They would take me out.
So you like Caitlin then?
Yeah. Well, being on the mound.
Okay, see,
if you got something, you just hit me on top of the. You just bring it back down the middle.
You
hit me on top of the head.
Hey, John, you see how she switched that whole story? We was on the other side of the equation, and now she gonna put herself on. Yeah,
she gonna be the one when she was getting attacked.
Yeah, that's right. We was the hunter, she was the huntee.
That's something about being on the mound. You either catch it or you get knocked out.
But Radar was
like it was just
and plus, you got people in the gym. They like, oh, Reese, what you gonna do, man? What you gonna do? Man, he killing you. That's personal. That's embarrassing.
That's what it was. You were embarrassed, and then you gonna try to hurt the dude.
Well, I ain't trying to hurt. I let them know, hey man, I'm out here. You stop embarrassing me.
Did he come back up at you?
Nah, Radar was cool.
Rev told me, he said, that's away from the play.
Oh no.
I said, no, I was picking about. He goes, the ball's over there, son.
Oh God.
The ball's over there. I said, yeah, you're right, bro.
Yeah, that's kind of tough.
Bro, I was tracking him down.
I just snapped. Emotionally, you get involved. You're like, oh hell no. I mean, then you embarrassment is a big part of it right there. Embarrassment is a real strong word, and you get that, and all your boys talking junk. I gotta go back to the dorm. I gotta hear all this stuff. Oh hell no, it ain't working like that.
I don't know if it's a show or something, but that could be something called They Snap.
Well, there's a show called Snap, but that's a little more severe. Where they killing people.
Right, I was like,
we won't try to kill nobody.
Look, any competitive sport.
Yeah.
They snap. Next segment coming to the Sports Shop with Reese and Kmac.
They snapped.